Hi, this is Vince reporting live from Lake Tahoe. Pardon my cowboy attire. It's a beautiful morning here, and I just went for a hike, and I decided to record a quick video. I'm getting a lot of inquiries from my clients about how to make the most of MBA tours and campus visits, particularly how to speak to admissions officers. So here are 3 quick tips for how to make the most of a discussion or a one-on-one or a group chat with an admissions officer from one of your target MBA programs. The main thing here to remember is that treat this like an informational interview. I encourage you to Google that phrase, informational interview, if you're not familiar with it. You want to basically prove your fit with the school, and there are 3 great ways to prove fit. The first one is to mention real names of real people. Talk about the current students that you know at the school or the recent alumni. There's a chance the admissions officer may remember them. And even if they don't remember them, it proves that you're applying to the school based on real conversations with real people. It's not just because of the ranking or some other reason. You really have dug deep and you understand the culture and fit of this school based on the people that you know who've attended the school. The second thing to prepare to make the most of this conversation that you might be able to have one-on-one or again in a group is identify and practice talking about the 3 reasons why you want to attend this school. You may not have time to mention all 3 of them, so mention the best one first. Reasons to attend any program usually relate to 3 things, which are basically professors, programs, and people. When it comes to alumni conversations, or if you have informational interviews with alumni, people probably comes first. Let's face it, the alumni of a particular program 1 or 2 or 5 or 10 years after graduation may remember a particular professor, they may remember a particular course, but most likely they're going to be thinking about the alumni who've changed their lives, all the new friends that they made, the career opportunities that were open to them based on the network. That's a great answer for an alumni or a current student if you're having an informational interview with a current student or alumni, but when it comes to admissions officers, they are most proud of the intellectual capital of the school. That's where the school spends all of its resources. The operation budget of an MBA program is mostly salaries, so you want to talk about the professor or program that best fits you and your goals. So when it comes to the school with admissions officers, why do you want to come to our school? Only Professor X is teaching at this program, and he is the best one for me because of his recent research in XYZ and how that relates to what I'm doing now and what I want to do in the future. Or the da-da-da research center, the entrepreneurship center, whatever the center of excellence or research center that the school has that they're proud of, that should be the first thing that you mention, because those are unique. Many schools may have an entrepreneurship center, but they're different in some subtle ways, and you want to do your homework and prove that you really want to attend this school because only this school has a particular person or resource or research center or professor opportunity for you. And finally, the third way to impress an admissions officer at one of these events is to ask some good questions. A good question for admissions officers would be related to your goals. Let me tell a quick story that illustrates my point. Years ago, I was at an admissions fair, and there were a bunch of schools and hundreds of people surrounding, going around talking to admissions staff. I remember very distinctly Ann Richards from Ann Richards from Cornell. Johnson was there. She was the admissions director for the 2-year MBA program. She's been at Cornell a long time. She's one of the veterans in the industry. So about 30 students were surrounding Ann, peppering her with questions. She was taking questions. She was doing a great job. But, her answers to most of the questions were pretty flat. I could tell that she'd given those same answers time and time again because they were questions that, frankly, weren't very impressive. The people in the crowd were asking about stuff that could have been found on the website of the school or in the frequently asked questions page. But then maybe the 5th question came from a woman who asked a very precise question related to the hotel administration school at Cornell. Cornell is famous for hospitality management. She was asking a very precise question about a particular resource in hospitality, which is relating to her goals, and Ann just pivoted, and her tone changed, her expression changed. She really, was interested in this question, was engaged, gave this person a very good and deep answer, and then after the crowd dispersed, and this woman stuck around for a bit of chat with Ann actually asked for her business card. So that was like a home run. The questioner, the prospective applicant, really knew what she was talking about and was able to identify something that Cornell is best at, and is known for, is famous for. So that proved, rather than saying I really want to attend this school, she showed it. She proved it, because that is an area, that is a very good reason why someone would choose Cornell MBA, Cornell Johnson, over a lot of other more highly ranked schools, because there's no school that has a better hotel administration and hospitality management program. So that's a good example. So to sign off and sum up, when you're preparing for an MBA tour or a group session or a campus visit and you think you may have the chance to speak with an admissions officer, mention real names, prepare and practice your reasons why you want to attend this school, usually starting with professors or programs, and finally prepare 2 or 3 good questions and always ask the best one first, and the best one relates to your goals. You're basically trying to confirm that you and the school are moving in the same direction, and that you're going to be an active student and an active alumni, and that if you're admitted you will attend. Again, you don't want to say those things, you want to show them. So thanks for watching. I'll be posting other videos at some point on my trip here, and do your best. And thanks again. Bye-bye.